When a company decides it's time for you to go, they rarely announce it directly. Instead, the air around you shifts, and these shifts often hide inside completely normal-sounding phrases.
They arrive in calendar invites, vague feedback, follow-up emails, and conversations that feel casual until the official documentation lands. These phrases sound normal because they are engineered to sound normal, which is exactly what makes them dangerous.
Welcome to Marcus versus the Machine.
Today, we are decoding 5 deadly phrases your manager uses right before they fire you, what they actually mean, and the exact countermoves you need to protect your job and your leverage. The first phrase is, "Could you put that in writing?" or its softer cousin, "Send me an email summarizing this." On the surface, it looks like normal corporate communication, but in context, it is almost always the start of a paper trail. It usually shows up after you have pushed back on something, raised a concern, or flagged a problem. Your manager wants your version on the record while keeping their own response verbal and entirely deniable. Your countermove is precise. You do put it in writing, cleanly and factually, with no emotional language. However, you must include a closing line that asks for their written acknowledgement of what you sent and what they intend to do with it. If they go silent, that silence becomes evidence in your favor later. Phrase number 2 is, "You are not a good fit," or "This is not the right cultural fit for you." Companies love this phrase because fit sounds specific emotionally, but it is completely vague legally. It cannot be measured, contradicted with data, or fact-checked in a deposition, allowing the company to avoid specifics while still doing the work of dismissal. The countermove is to force the conversation off vague terrain. Ask in writing for specific examples of where this fit issue has shown up, requesting concrete behaviors, dates, and projects. Most managers will not put fit complaints in writing because legal has trained them not to, which is exactly why this request creates pressure and gives you leverage. Phrase 3 is the most dangerous on this list. "Let's put you on a performance improvement plan," or PIP. In many workplaces, a PIP is presented as a rescue plan, but employees often experience it as a documented exit ramp. The timeline is short, the goals are subjective, and the function is not to improve your performance, but to create the legal record showing the company tried to help before terminating you. The countermove has multiple layers: read every line before signing, note every metric that is subjective, and request specific, measurable, written criteria. From the day the PIP arrives, treat it as the start of a job search, because in most cases, that is exactly what it is. Phrase 4 is, "Your role is being restructured," or suddenly finding yourself removed from key projects and reassigned to administrative work below your level. This is manufactured irrelevance. The company is engineering a version of your job that justifies elimination, so when the cut finally comes, it looks rational because the role on paper now does very little. Your countermove is aggressive documentation and visibility. Document every project removal in writing, ask for written justification, and keep a running record of your historical contributions and metrics. When the restructuring announcement comes, you will have a record showing what the role used to be and what was taken from it before the cut. Finally, phrase 5, "I think we should bring HR into this." People hear this and assume HR is going to mediate a dispute, but inside the company, HR is a risk management function designed to protect the employer from liability, not to advocate for you. When your manager says this, they are building a witness file before formal action is taken. Your countermove is preparation. Never walk into an HR meeting without requesting the agenda in writing beforehand. Take detailed notes during the meeting, and within 24 hours, send a follow-up email summarizing what was discussed and agreed upon. That email becomes your record, and if they later push back on its accuracy, you have exposed a disagreement about basic facts. None of this is paranoia, it is literacy. The company already speaks this language, and you need to learn it before the meeting where they expect you not to. Start your private survival log today, document the timeline, and never sign separation documents on the day they are presented. If you want to master the unwritten rules of corporate America, hit subscribe. This is Marcus versus the Machine. Stay sharp.